we we have a request. Some of you out there, in fact, about half of you are regular viewers, but don't actually subscribe to the channel. So this is a very, very infrequent pitch that you sign up for YouTube and actually subscribe to our channel. And it's a win-win because once you create, you don't have to create an ID to hit like. You can do that even if you're not signed in. But when you do sign in to subscribe, then YouTube will actually serve up more content that you like. So not just our stuff, but other things in this genre, and you will find more creators online and discover more exciting things on YouTube. So it's a win-win and it doesn't cost you anything, and we would really appreciate it.
It makes sure that our content gets seen by more people, which in turn, helps us bring more content to you, and also, works to making the Chateau a grander experience for everybody.
Also, we have an Instagram account. So if you look up Manor and Maker on Instagram, we have a goal this year of hitting 5,000 subscribers, which isn't too far from where we are now. So if you do enjoy Instagram, please go look us up and hit the follow button there as well.
Yeah, it's different content. We, there are some overlaps, but we try and do something a little fresher. We update that one maybe a little more frequently as well. And it certainly showcases all of the wonderful things that we're doing at the Chateau. So
exactly.
We love our community. We love you guys so much. You've been so incredibly supportive over the last couple of years.
So kind. It's been amazing.
But if you're feeling engaged, then please do hit that like and subscribe button, because it really does help.
Thank you very much, everyone, and we look forward to hearing and seeing more of you.
So today I'm going to work on 3D rendering, and actually going to try and print something on a 3D printer. So I've had a 3D printer for a number of years, and I've worked with a few different 3D rendering softwares. And what I'd like to try and do is see whether I can create the Chateau in miniature. So I'm using a software called Blender, and it allows me to work with simple shapes that I can then manipulate and modify so that I can then create the different elements of the Chateau. So I've been working on this for a little while, and what I can do is show you where my rendering has gotten to. So here you go. Here is the Chateau. But you can rotate around 360. You can see every element of it. So I've added in windows and the terracing, the tower, all of that sort of stuff. But what I really wanted to do was produce a 3D rendering of the Chateau. So basically we'll have a miniature. The idea of this is to be able to then create a mold out of it with silicone, and then we can use multiple medium to have miniature versions of the Chateau, hopefully for purchase in the near future. So I'm going to refine this a little bit more, and hopefully we'll get a good copy out. Now that I've built my rendering in Blender of the Chateau, I've saved it out as a format necessary for the 3D printer. I'm just going to open up the file. There we go. We can see the Chateau in the space. So this box represents how big I can make the Chateau on my little 3D printer. And it is only a small one. It'll only do about 4.5 inch by 4.5 inch. But, for my purposes, that's really all I'm looking for at the moment. And there you go. You can see it's in the position on the bed. Then I need to set my parameters. So layer height gives you basically, it's either fine, medium, or rough. Speed, obviously I want to make it as fast as possible, but I want to make sure that it's structurally sound, and so on and so forth. So it's saying it's going to take 6 hours and 46 minutes, which is pretty standard for this kind of thing. And it's a bit hard to see it right now because it's all in red, but as I pull this down, you sort of shows you how this is built. I'll show you just on the inside here, you get this internal structure that it automatically fills in. And yeah, you can see the different layers that it's going to print. Really kind of an interesting process. I'm really fascinated with 3D printing. I think it's one of those things that, it's like a replicator from Star Trek time, right? You think of an idea and it physically comes out into your hand. The first couple of times I did it, I was just blown away to be able to design something in the computer, which I've been doing for years, and then physically have it in my hand. That was super cool. And away we go. Next phase is get a 3D print. All right, moment of truth. Here you go. From my little 3D printer, there is the model. I feel like it's pretty accurate when you see all of the levels on there. A little tiny miniature of our chateau. Absolutely loving that. So the next phase will be to see whether I can take this and create a silicone mold from it. And then we will hopefully be able to produce multiples in different types of medium. As I said, that took about 6.5 hours to print, which is why we don't want to do these in mass production, because boy, they do take some time. But I am pretty happy with the way that looks. On to the next phase of the project. So now that I have my 3D model rendered out, I want to create a silicone mold of it. So I've built myself a box using basically masonite board or MDF. I have got a container to mix in, and then I have got my silicone mix. So silicone A and B, mix them together, pour them in over top of the model, and hopefully in 12 hours for setting time, then I will have a reverse of the chateau, which is great. Then we'll have a mold, and we can utilize that for all sorts of different things. I'm hoping actually the first thing to work with is resin, and then creating a resin version of the chateau. We'll see how it works. My first time I tried this, admittedly, I tried this experiment a few months ago, and it went horribly wrong. I got my mixes wrong. I got the amounts wrong. The box that I made was not watertight, and everything it was a disaster. So trying it again. This is my second attempt. Hopefully this will work a little better this time. But hey, you got to break a few eggs before you figure this stuff out, right? So I'm going to get some gloves on, get the measurements done, and we will go from there. Wish me luck. Okay, first things first, I'm going to put a little bit of double-sided tape on the bottom of my model and get it in the center of the box. Now it's a matter of mixing my rubber. I've made a couple of markings on the inside of this container, so I know where the volumes that I need. I know I need 800 milliliters to fill, or at least get to the top of the chateau. Okay, moment of truth time. We've got the model down in the box. I've been mixing this for 5 minutes. Hopefully it's enough to cover, and hopefully the box stays watertight. So here we go. Get this good and covered. Looks like it's all holding. And there we go. We'll leave that for 12 hours to cure. And hopefully then we'll have a silicone mold of the chateau. This could be really exciting. Wish us luck, everybody. Okay, having a little bit of a disaster right now. For some reason, my model keeps floating to the surface. Obviously, the double-sided tape didn't work. So now I've got to figure out how to weight it down so that it stays in the mold until it all cures. I have stuck a popsicle stick on the top, and we have just strapped it down. So hopefully that's enough pressure just to keep the model down into the silicone. I guess we'll see. I'll just keep having to check on this, but yeah, hopefully for now that's enough just to keep it weighted down. Whew, learning things. Okay, so this has been setting for a little longer than 12 hours, admittedly. We did have our little disaster, so hopefully the popsicle stick did the job. I'm going to start taking this apart and see whether we have a mold. Well, the popsicle stick is stuck.
They're adorable popsicle sticks.
Popsicle sticks.
Popicle sticks.
All right, I might have to break this down. This is kind of the intent. Okay, so not quite centered.
Nope.
Not necessarily a bad thing. It's okay as long, because it's had a bit of a base on it anyway. So as long as there's enough sort of meat to be able to pour into,
Okay.
hopefully it will be okay.
That'll be a side effect of us having to push it back down again.
Exactly, because I couldn't see where it was going to end up.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's really close to the edge though, eh?
It's close, but I think that's okay.
Yeah?
I think that's okay. I mean, when you think of silicone molds like the ice cube trays or chocolate trays,
Yeah.
they're really thin walled,
Yeah.
right? So hopefully that means this works.
So all the extra volume here might just be overkill, and maybe
Yeah,
the
I
next
can
one
probably-
we could, if this works, we can make a much trimmer one next time.
Yeah, I can sort of
Okay.
cut this anyway so that it's
Yeah, I say
a little
we
more
like I've
flexible.
done any of this.
Now, the fun part is trying to get this out
Yeah.
without ruining the mold, I think. I'm feeling good about this though. It's moving, it's pulling away. Voila!
Hey! Ooh, it still looks pretty intact.
It's intact. I don't know. Wow, I can't believe that even the little chimney here, that's the part that almost always breaks on these things. But look at that. I have got a full negative.
Oh my gosh, that
Of the
is really
Chateau.
exciting.
That's so exciting.
What are you going to put in it next?
Resin.
Okay.
I think. Anyway, that's my first thought. I'm waiting on the resin to arrive, but
Okay.
yeah. But that is so cool. I'm so excited. Look at that. It actually worked.
First try.
Oh my goodness. Well, second try.
Second
Yeah,
try.
let's.
Yeah.
And actually, that wall's pretty decent.
Yeah?
You know, that's a pretty thick wall.
That's cool.
That
Well
looks
done.
really clean. So excited. So who knows? Maybe we'll have miniature chateaus to sell or to decorate with.
Or to give away to our special peoples.
Exactly. I'm so excited. I can't believe that worked.
You can't even look at the camera, you're so excited.
No, I am so thrilled. Because you know, it's nice when an
neat.
experiment works, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's so much fun. That's the whole that's the whole making thing, right? Like you try stuff and when it works it feels amazing. And when it doesn't, you learn stuff.
I cannot believe that stayed intact.
I know.
Look at that. Isn't that exciting? All right, well, we are back in Vertiac. It is the first of the month, so you know where we are. And we have spotted this most adorable little set. This is the pourer. We've got 5 cups and a tray that comes with this, and this beautiful enamel. It's actually a Limoges porcelain.
Yeah.
And it was just so adorable, and we think it'd be awesome for the creators' retreats.
Yeah.
Just, you know, little moments of video.
It's pretty adorable. The cups are about the size of your thumb.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They're ridiculously small and it's so cute. And they're gold on the inside and this beautiful celadon type color on the outside.
Yeah.
And yeah, we just think the photo shoots are going to be cute with that.
Yeah. I mean, even if you want a photo of them with me, then I've got that not Tom Thumb. It's the Gulliver's Travels.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's very cute.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Good. And we've just also purchased 3 more little mouchoirs or handkerchiefs that have some beautiful embroidery on it, which will be perfect for tossing favors for our little creators.
All right, we broke the budget again.
Oh, no.
I know, us and the brocants, man, we should just stay home, shouldn't we?
Oh.
However, this was quite the steal. This very, very pretty little queckies or writing desk.
Look at this.
Gorgeous marquetry on it. Just lovely shape, even the legs, so delicate.
Do you want to flip it open and show everybody why it's a coiffeuse?
Yes, it's got a lovely mirror. And then each side has space for,
isn't that cute?
you know, either writing instruments or your perfumes.
And then there's a little writing desk. Pull the writing desk out. Everybody needs to see that. There we go.
So there you go. You can do your
Isn't
letters.
that sweet?
I'm
very excited. It's in lovely condition.
And it was, it screamed our name as soon as we saw it. We were actually on the way out of the Burcon. We almost made it.
Almost made it.
And then this
And
called
then
our
it
name.
busted the budget. Yeah.
But it's so pretty. So
it is.
I think it will live lovely in the chateau.
I think that's quite enough brocanting for today, isn't it?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy that?
Yes, I'm definitely lighter.
Yeah, so we'll leave it there for this week, and we hope that you will hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for joining on our journey.
Yeah, it doesn't cost you a cent, and it's great. Helps the algorithm out, helps us out so much if you can just hit that like and subscribe. And we love you guys. Thanks for coming along on the journey. We really appreciate it.
Thanks, everyone. See you next week.